What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a title called Arksync. This is a game that we took a look at a stub or a demo of about 3 years ago, I think. I forget when this one first dropped. The developer was working on it kind of slowly in his free time because he has a day job. He used to work for Call of Duty as a concept artist, from what I remember. And before you're like, ew, Call of Duty, like, I know everybody's got an opinion about IPs nowadays, but one thing that Call of Duty has always done exceptionally well, take a second and go look at the concept art for all the different gameplay modes and whatnot in Call of Duty from all of its like recent iterations from the last 10 years or so, and their concept art is out of this world. And frankly, I've been playing around with this game now for about an hour in the 1.0 build, which the developer surprise dropped, and the level of integrity inside of the, I guess not integrity wouldn't be the right word, but the level of fidelity inside the art of this game's game world is absolutely incredible. And in it, you are a combat robot that has been awakened by an AI that's embedded inside of a teddy bear in a post-apocalyptic trash planet who's trying to find his original owner. The game is steeped in all kinds of humor, lots of profanity, all that kind of stuff, and today we're going to play it for about 30 minutes, and we're going to see if it's the kind of game that you wanted to add to your wish list, or if it's one of those games you would rather pass on. That's also perfectly fine. From there, you can also take a look down in the description, and you will find a bunch of Nerd Castle links that are just hot and spicy and waiting to be clicked. But without wasting any more time on the old jibber jabber, let's go ahead and dive straight on into the game, and we'll talk about what this roguelite is doing and why I've been having such a good time with it. So as we spawn on into the game world, this is going to be our command center. You have a centralized hub in this game that you go back to whenever you die or whenever you extract from a map after picking up as many of the collectibles as you possibly can. In this title, you're trying to find these things called E-discs. If you've ever played something like Banjo-Kazooie, this game is similar in its structure, despite the fact that it's like a grimdark, post-apocalyptic, trash planet roguelite. In this game, you go out into these maps to find these things called E-discs. When you find the E-discs, different parts of the map are going to open on up. There's also a very strong influence on this game from things like Castlevania's Symphony of the Night, if you were ever a fan of that. And so let's dive on into a level and see if we can have a good time with it. We're going to go to the Industrial Sublift. Hell yeah. Let's get on out and over there and see if we can recover ourselves some goodies. I played the other map, so like the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes of the other map are going to be completely devoid of any pickups or collectibles or anything, because that's where I've gotten most of mine from. So I figure we'll break open the other map. That way every single moment is pulse pounding. As you can see, the animation and the art style in this game are going to be at the forefront. This is one of those games that 100% explodes off the screen with just fantastic art quality. A really great looking game, and the good news is we're here, weapon safety off. Okay. Well, I will keep that weapon safety off, but let's hop on off and see what the junkyard has for us. But as I was saying, the art jumps off the screen, and the nice part about that is that the art is not limited by the gameplay. And what I mean is sometimes what you get is sort of this chasm-like relationship. Zombie. You get this chasm-like relationship between the gameplay itself and the art quality. That is to say, the game is very beautiful, the game is really good looking, but it doesn't blend well with what they're trying to do in terms of the gameplay. That's not going to be the case here. This game looks great, it feels great, it sounds great, it's got a banger soundtrack. We'll hit that right there because that opens up doors. What's this? We gotta reset the lift's fuses. After that, the lift should work again. Easy breezy. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and do that. The game will give you little bits of narrative as you cruise on through in order to motivate you properly on going further on into the game. We got a whole room full of zombies back here. Reload the gun real fast. Alright, we're reloaded. Reset that fuse. We're gonna jump up top because actually it looks like there may be a separate area over here that we can access. What does that say? Are we there yet? Just kidding. Yeah, not helpful right now, Robbie. Is this going to be... Yeah, I'm just going to dash over to here. Now, on the UI front, there's a number of things that you need to know about. So, top left-hand corner, this game has kind of an interesting health system. It's not a very punishing game when it comes to allowing the player to heal. So, if you have little shields up here, you see I have 4 shields up in the top left-hand corner? I can tap on the Q key, and that will recharge one of my shield bars over here. They have to get through your shield bar before they can get your health bar, as in many other games. However, if you hold down down the Q button, you actually just repair your health, albeit very slowly, and it also forces you to stay put in one place, which can be a really bad idea in a game as frenetic as this. Next to that, we've got the amount of grenades that I have. You can have one consumable on you depending on what you want to do. Yeah, open that up for me right there. You can have one consumable item on you depending on what you want to do. It's like shield rechargers, weapon overclockers, grenades, all that kind of stuff. I don't know what we just picked up. What does it do? Oh, it's like a grenade or like a mine, so it hangs out on the ground. It's a sticky mine that blows stuff up that walks past. I will pick up that disc right there because that's one of the Mario 64 style stars that we have to collect in order to unlock new maps and then further expand the interior of our base to make it more impressive. But let's head to the left, and I think I reset all the fuses. Yeah, it's unlocked right now, so we'll unlock that real quick, and it looks like it's gonna send me down, down, down to Mephisto's Cafe. And of course, we have to have an elevator level. What self-respecting game, since Streets of Rage 2, does not have like an elevator level where it forces you to fight? It's one of those tropes that I think is beloved. I don't know, how do you guys feel about elevator levels? I kind of like it. It's one of those things that's maintained its exact same presence in gaming since I was a 5-year-old child, and I am considerably older than 5 years old now, but for whatever reason, whenever I get to an elevator level, I'm still stoked about it. We'll waste those things. Oh, one of them got through, and he drained all my shields, little turd. All right, so we'll reset that real quick. I'm just gonna dash across. I don't see the point in jumping. It looks like there's something up there, but hopefully it'll loop this way. Next to our consumable item, you've got our weapon. Right now we've got 3 different weapons. We've got a shotgun that goes like that. We've got ourselves just a sidearm. If we run out of ammo for all of our other stuff, this right here is an infinitely recharging pistol that can also be charged up Mega Man X style in case you wanted to fire a big bullet. I do wish that that had like a cooler graphic on it that felt a little bit more satisfying for the full charge blast, but not that big of a deal because frankly, for the majority of the game, I play with completely different weapons anyways. I do want to shoot that more than likely, and I definitely want to shoot them before they cause problems. Let's jump up to here. We do have a double jump available for us. With the dash that you're seeing me perform right there, be very, very careful with the dash. The dash in this game does not function like the dash in a lot of other games. What I mean by that is, in most games, dashes, rolls, that kind of stuff, they give you iframes, which means that you don't take damage while passing through bullets if you're in the dash animation. In this game, not the case at all. You still take damage, so like be careful on how you use your dash. So we need a red key card to get on into there. There are multiple maps in this game, and as you go through the multiple maps, you will find these keys that allow you to unlock other extra areas inside previous and also future maps so that you can get more loot, you can get more treasure. What is that thing? Like a treasure bot? I don't know what it is. Oh god, they're all over me. Okay. That is just flying all over the place. I don't know who's launching ICBMs in here, but I wish that they would stop. Let's continue firing. The game does give you a decent warning when enemy mobs are about to spawn in. I think I may actually have to use a shield core here. There we go. What's he gonna do? He's gonna fire a bullet at me. That's fine. The little white things you see flying around, the little white things are going to be currency that you can spend at upgrade desks. Those are gonna allow you to actually mod out your weapons. You can add like 4 mods to each gun, and I don't know if they're respecable as of right now. I think later on they might be respecable, but as it sits right now, I can only put 4 pips into any of my guns, and they've got kind of like a talent tree, I suppose. Where you can increase everything from the accuracy to like the fire rate to the amount of ammo it holds inside of its magazine. Little things like that. I'm gonna just dash straight through there. Unfortunately, I'm very, very pinned right now. And then a big chunk of my health is now gone. Oof, just keep firing, dude. What's the worst that can happen? I want that thing, and I'm sabotaging myself, trying to murder it. Unfortunately, there we go. The fights in this game are quite frenetic. As you can see, there's lots of things that would very much enjoy murdering you. I haven't found the game to be too hard on the player with regards to ammunition thus far. I don't think I've run out of bullets once this entire time, but I have gotten down by like 20 or 30%, and then a quick ammo pickup just squares it away. Let me repair myself very rapidly. That way we've at least got a full health bar, but your health bar is a lot more fragile than your shield bars. You will find more shield rechargers around as you look through the map. Let's get that over there. Okay, we're going to jump across over to here. Is there anything down there? One thing that I do not like about this game is typically inside Vania-inspired things, if you hold down the S key, it will shift your actual viewport downwards so that you can see what's underneath you. This game does not have that. I consider that to be a vital piece of Metroidvania equipment. Likewise, for holding the up key, you should be able to look up above you, too, to make sure that you're not jumping into a death pit. For right now, though, I am going to try to get... Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. Can those be destroyed? What is that thing right there? It's clearly broken. Is there... Ow, dude. I'm getting just absolutely wasted right now. The good news is there's no consequences for taking damage so long as there's not really enemies around because I can just repair it all off for no cost. We've got a bunch of guns inside of here, and that's where we came from. Oh, I know where we are, dude. We were down beneath this room right here. Dodge that bullet real fast. I honestly don't mind taking damage right now. It's not that big of a deal. Go ahead and reload our health and reload our gun. And that right there is going to drop a bunch of currency, which I'm sure will be helpful at some point. I'm just going to fully recharge my shield because I don't know what we're walking into in here. I also don't know what that button did. But it looks like it triggered something with that lift right there, so I'm guessing they're going to make us do another elevator level. For 10 bucks, I can get shield rechargers. I definitely want those. In fact, I'm probably going to fill up all the way on shield rechargers just in case they become relevant. What was I looking at over here? So that's locked. What does this do? Nothing makes me want to get into something like being told not to. All right. Well, we've opened that up right there. Few more enemy bots inside of here, but they're putting pretty good covering fire on that door. I'm gonna have to... Oh, the guns. Okay. All right. Well, let's power down the guns real fast. Perfect. Guns powered down. We'll grab ourselves a few goodies. What is that right there? A cicada pulse. I already have the cicada pulse, and I think I have this one upgraded. I think I picked up the right one again. It doesn't really give you text boxes explaining whether or not you picked up the right thing, but we've got the elevator unlocked. It did look like up top we could possibly jump around it if we needed to, and it looked like there might have been something on the other end. I'm just going to take up position in a corner over here. That way their aggro radius doesn't hit us if we're over on the right. I've noticed that zombies have like an aggro radius, and they get very, very confused about where you're at if you like stay far away from them, and then you can just kind of pick them off with a little bit of machine gun fire. Maybe I'll mess around with the shotgun for a minute. Yeah, let's shotgun them. Let's let them have it. Shotguns and zombie brains. A friendship forged long, long ago, and yet we all still enjoy it. What do we have on the right over here? We got an ammo pack. Definitely take that. We got a vent right there. I'm not convinced that the vent isn't going to try to betray me. Shoot that. Oh, okay. Yup. Get rid of that zombie real fast. This one over here. We're going to have to thread the needle right there. We're going to have to do the same thing right here. There we go. Lots of zombies coming down the hallway. Quick reload. Luckily, the zombie got a little bit confused on his way down in here. Yeah, just like fix one of my shields, I guess, so that I can pick that up and I don't have to leave it behind. My shotgun reloaded. Hey, weapon upgrader. All right, let's upgrade something. I'm feeling passionate about upgrading things. So as you can see, the cicada pulse, you've got like a little skill tree. And you can only put so many links into the skill tree before it's maxed out on its capacity. So if you want that extra coveted magazine space over there so that you can really give this thing the old mag dump, you're actually going to have to dedicate to that path and sort of take the things that are along that direction. I do wish that they were a little bit larger and a little bit more customizable, but frankly, for the type of game that they're trying to make, not really that big of a deal. I think I would like magazine capacity, I would like damage, magazine capacity, and that's about all I can afford right now with the current currency that I have on me. What's that? I've got a bad feeling about this next room. We better lock and load. Oh, do you? Okay, well, let me shield recharge quick. I'm just going to try to do this very, very rapidly. That's the nice thing about scattershot weapons, is that I don't need to be accurate, which is usually a pretty big weakness of mine. Want to look at dead bugs under a microscope? Nope, I'm getting distracted again. There's no time. All right, what's in this room? Oh, they want me to go over to there? Gotcha. Okay, so how do I get up in there? So I probably got to do like a boost jump to get over here. Yeah, there we go. I just wasn't ready for it. They even gave me the red arrows and everything. So now I've made myself look like a fool. It's happened again. One more time on the internet can't hurt me, though. I've already stacked up such a pile of looking foolish here on the internet that I don't really mind it none too much. How does that one open? We need a yellow key card. I had a yellow key card, I thought. I picked it up on the other level. Well, I thought I had a yellow key card. I recall picking up a yellow key card on a different map, but maybe they're map specific. Difficult to say. Hold the data terminal. Do I have to? What are they about to do? You can also sense like little influences of games like Neon Abyss inside this game. Yeah, just kind of gun them down real rapidly. If I can get 40 bucks, I can actually upgrade the damage on my shotgun. That way we're hitting a little bit harder with each salvo too. There we go. These pips do disappear over time, so I would highly recommend picking them up rapidly while you're in the field of play. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on a lot of cash. Get him real quick. Oh, we got one on top of us. Yeah, we just need to corner up. There we go. Yup, put down some serious scow. Give him that bang bang. Perfect. That guy's going to get a shot off on us, though. Jump over the top of him. Waste these dudes. Where else are the rest of them coming from? He tried to get me with a little bit of that old taser action right there. I don't appreciate that none, dude. There is no graceful way to get shot with a taser. Like, you ever notice that? When people get shot with a taser, they always fall funny. They always fall in like a vaguely humorous way. They make funny faces. Like, the taser is just like the anti-pride. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Everybody has pride until that taser dart sticks into them, and that is not going to be me today. We about done here? Oh, we got another wave after this one, too. All right. Well, hopefully ammo holds out. I don't want to do this with, like, my normal blaster. I haven't upgraded it at all because, as I said, I haven't really had ammo problems the entire game. But the blaster is not quite as good as all the other guns. Specifically, like the shotgun and the machine gun, both kind of have their applications and uses. Let's go up here, get you. Oh my god, there's two of them on the field. Okay. Now there's two of them. Uplink's still working on its thing, so we've got another round inside of here. It looks like we went through about 30% of our ammo, maybe a little less than that, maybe like 25% of our ammo, so I think we should be okay, but there's an ammo box right there. I'll pick it up very quickly just to keep myself safe. Oh, was I supposed to uplink with it? Oh, I was supposed to be near the data terminal. I thought I just had to fight off all the enemies until it was full. Gotcha. Perfectly fine. I think I can make that work. Where's it teleported? Oh, we got out of here quick, dude. I'll definitely... Oh, we lost all of our shield, though. Huh. How did that happen? Okay, well, repair. We got 85 kills inside of that window. It doesn't feel like we did 85 kills, but 85 kills it was. Big old grip of credits right there being thrown into the old bank account. Definitely going to be able to buy something special when I get home. And I'm going to buy a Sega Dreamcast. And what else we got going on around here? A dubious looking hallway. Okay. Yup. Okay, we doing a little hopscotch thing over here. Looks like we closed the doors just in time, though. Back down to the bottom, and let's have a look and see what's up against us here. We're already unlocked. I guess I'll just go down. Also, recharge my shields a little bit. Just un poco de shields. Only one zombie that time? I thought you guys were going to give me like a real welcome over here. I guess not. I gotta find 18 of these keycard things in order to unlock like another level at the moment, which has got what they've got me kind of working on. I will buy another couple shield units. So what is that doing right there? Huh. Like that? What did that open? Did that do something? Was it for the elevator back here? It definitely wasn't for the elevator. Ooh, secret. Nice. The game does have secrets and like destroyable walls and all kinds of things that you can find around. This to me is one of those vital things that I feel like every single game needs to have. And we got a blue key card to get inside of there. So as I get closer to the 18 E-discs that I've picked up to unlock a new level, like I'm starting to get a feel for where some of this stuff is at. I think I'm gonna lock in the final upgrade for the shotgun actually. And I'm going to take damage, I think. Oh, we already took damage. Okay. Well, then just take the 18-round magazine, I suppose. That'll be fine. What's up with this console over here? Way too much red in this room, and you know what that means. Yeah, normally indicates we're probably about to get jumped and something terrible. That thing's gonna come out of the roof, isn't it? It looks like a thing that comes out of the roof. And it looks like the door to the right is a loot bag. So I don't think we have too much of a choice but to chow down on this turd. Put some serious tooth marks on it. Time to take out the trash, but let me look through it first, and then we'll take it out. Okay, so is he like fully up armored? What's he trying to do? Oh, okay. Oh, I went the wrong direction. Okay. Yup, don't like what he's doing here. Alright. I think I gotta hit him on that little button thing that he's got. There we go. Now we're putting some damage on the field, so he's gonna open up every now and again when he overheats. I think I can live with that. We're taking like a little bit of attrition damage here that kind of worries me. But I think we're gonna be alright. Unload on him. Okay, the unloading has been done. Is he going to do the big run right there? All right, we'll hang out right here. Give me a little bit of shields just to soak a tad more damage. Come on. Open that viewport. Open it for me. Yeah, there we go. Eat it! Eat it! Ah, death! And of course, in the future, humanity has discovered technology that allows us to sync up an elevator's stop point with the giant sentry droid that is guarding it. Because it just logically follows that that's the sort of thing that an engineer would install. Why allow the elevator to ever arrive at its destination before the droid has been killed? And let's go over this way, and then what's down this little pit right here? Anything? Can I break that? Hey, what's up, Chief? Ice cream, get your ice cream. Totally legal ice cream. Okay, I like ice cream. What do you have? You've got a mag rail, you've got a carbine, you've got a Rinlock, a flat grenade, and a gun buddy. I do like gun buddies. Let's try out the carbine. That sounds fun. Let's get one of those. Empty your pockets if you want to buy some shit. I mean, I do, but like, it's complicated. There we go. I put my shotgun inside the locker. Pleasure doing business. You didn't get that here. Does it matter? It's a post-apocalyptic world. I don't think anybody, like, cares anymore how much heavy weaponry I'm carrying around with me. Seems sort of lawless. Then again, in the opening sequence of the game, they did put a boot on my ship, which was deeply offensive. I did not like that at all. Looks like we're the right team for the job. Nice work. Okay, well, let's look around. Let me see if there's anything new inside the base that I can interact with. In exchange for 11 of these little guys. Let me see what we've got here. So we've got ammo rechargers over here. What does this do? Oh, it's my weapon locker. Gotcha. Yeah, it makes sense that that's the armory right there. What does this thing do? It's got to, like, damage it enough? Or is it like a DPS tester? It's got to be like a DPS dummy. Okay. So we need 16 to go to the right. Down inside the basement, I will take a little bit more ammo. I appreciate you having that around there. We unlocked the shop, so that's good. We've actually got ourselves a shop over here, just in case we wanted to stock up on consumables or anything else. This is the hollow range where you can spawn enemies and, like, mess around with your guns. When I found this garage, it took me months to fix the power generator. Finding a working one's nearly impossible. Okay. I would like to refill my shields. It's costing me some credits, but like we're pretty low on cash anyways. We're not going to be able to make any larger purchases with the current amount of credits that we have, so I might as well spend them on something. Those are batteries right there. I don't remember what batteries do. It's got them listed on my HUD. I think it told me inside the tutorial, but it hasn't really become relevant just yet. So it looks like all the doors inside of our base require 16 or so of the little E-chips or whatever they're called. So I figure we'll just dive back into the other level and see if we can find some more stuff. That way we can expand our horizons and have more access to fun things. Hop back on the drop pod and off, and away we go. Wow, I have found like no E-discs on that level. I felt like I found a lot of them, and instead it's filthy with E-discs. I think 3 or 4 of those, though, are behind locked doors that I don't have access to. So that might be why. We might have only missed 3, and those are going to be in secret areas that we have to crawl back through. Now, the game doesn't have a map, so typically with titles like this, they give you access to a wireframe map that kind of fills out Doom style or Symphony of the Night style had a grid map. This game does not have that. It does mean that you are going to have to spend some time memorizing and figuring out how the maps flow and where they go. I would prefer to have like a mini map in the top right-hand corner. I'm fine with playing without it, but I would rather have it. This map's going to be considerably greener than the last one. Somebody around here figured out how to install nitrates in the soil. Let's have a look around. I don't think that I went to the left the last time I did this level. Ew, it's a burst fire gun, dude. That's disgusting. Nobody likes burst fire guns. Burst fire guns are the worst. All right, put that away. Burst fire is like the most half-acid half measure on Earth. Like, I don't know what situation in which you would ever need to have just 3 shots, not 1 shot, not like suppressive fire fully automatic, but just like I don't know when and where that might be useful. And so I've never been a big fan, both logically and just gameplay wise, of burst fire. Oh my god, there's so many of you down here. Okay, well, I got plenty of ammunition for everybody. Give me my money. There we go. Good stuff. Reload the gun real fast. Do I want to go that way or do I want to go this way? I'm not too sure. Let's go this way. All right, there's 1 bot down, 2 bots down, and we got a paycheck right there. Give me a little bit more cash, too. Hell yeah. I'm just going to spray wildly down that hallway because I don't care about ammunition. Perfect. Looks like we've got some kind of secret over here that I accidentally sprayed open. Ah, and now I'm going to be punished. Shoot the cargo to deliver it. Oh, did I miss that the last time? That's what it was on that first round, wasn't it? Okay, well, let's shoot the payload then. Where's the payload at? Shoot him. But also murder these little drones that are in the way. Move that along a little bit. Trying to, like, pay attention to my positioning. These little shock bots are not that big of a problem until they're on top of you and, like, eating your flesh. Big bot. Oh, he snuck one off on me. Little bastard. Didn't sneak another one off, though. Just the one. All right, get this payload over here. Perfect. Happy with it. I'm so glad this game doesn't have damage on touch for, like, illogical enemies, dude. I hate damage on touch so much in video games. Like, 2D games and damage on touch, if the enemy is not made out of acid or spikes or like buzzsaws or something like that, just not something that I'm interested in dealing with. I like that this game lets you kind of like phase through the enemy. I think it'll make me do this time. Okay, get up here. Let's see if we can crest that first corner. Kill that guy off, but I don't know where the little droney buddies are at. It looks like it actually stores up damage to fuel itself, too, if you were watching. It either has momentum, or if you over-damage it, it just counts each into... Oh, that's a big robot. Okay, yep, don't want to be down here. Sticky Bomb, you are completely and totally in the wrong spot. But, you know, kill the remaining enemies. I'll work on it. I need to focus on that big bad bot down there, though. I think this is actually a solid spot to fight him from. Where's my money? Get me stocked up. There's no point doing thrilling heroics if I'm not getting paid for it. I'm very Han Solo in that regard. Yeah, there we go. And I'm imagining quite a lot right now. We can go to the left or we can go to the right. Let's try the left first. Just see if there's anything laying around. I think there was a card inside of here, like an e-disc, and I think I got it the last time I played through the level, but I'm not 100 on that. 2 different doors right here. Bottom door. Oh, Christ, zombies everywhere. Okay, yep, I no longer have health. Well, let's fix that. Do a little bit of robo-hibernation. I love to hibernate. The older I get, the more I hibernate, dude. It's the best. Hibernation, frankly, one of my favorite things. I wish that it was one of those scheduled things that... Oh, I saw you. I saw you. Okay, so yellow key card right there. Maybe I didn't... Maybe you have to beat the level in order to bank the key card, but I swear to God, I saw it on my HUD or something on that last level. Knock that open. Yeah, I knew that was a bad idea when I did it. Like, I felt my fingers do the muscle motion, in order to accomplish that maneuver, and then I was like, why did you do that, you idiot? You ever have that where your body moves faster than your brain does in a video game? Like, you just, like, react to a situation, and then during your hang time, when you're in the air headed towards disaster, you're like, why did I do that to myself? Like, this was clearly an illogical, stupid thing to do, and I just trundled along and did it anyways, man. Embarrassing. Is the cicada already fully upgraded? What can I do with the carbine? Can I make it, like, fully automatic? Because that's the only way that I would ever consider using this weapon. Meh, you're dead to me, carbine. Get out of my sight. Throw you in the trash pile. More robots over on the left. I do think it's a good idea for us to sort of scan around and see if there's anything here inside the corners and areas that maybe we can utilize. Wasn't there something back this way too? Yeah, we had like a rightward area that dropped us down into a zombie death pit. Okay. Ow. Got him. Nope, big bot. We're not playing that game right now. Go back to sleep. We do have an ammo vendor right there. I will take a little tiny bit of ammo. Not like a ton, but... dude, I could have looped around safely. I regret all of my decisions, and everything I've ever done in my life is a mistake. All right, moving. Oh, they hide in the trees. Ooh, I do like that environmental effect. I don't know if you noticed, but when you're inside the water, A, it muffles all the sound, but B, your bullets move slower as they go out of the water. It actually, like, slows down the plasma thrower's motion. Cool. Nice little environmental detail. Give me, like, one of them. Give me, like, one of them. And we are shield celled up right now. Just mash out that haul. The game does suffer, I think, a little bit from not having enough enemy variety. Like, I think I've only seen 4 different enemy types inside the first couple levels. I would like to see that expanded upon, but really, this is kind of like a hobby project that somebody was building. So I get it. Like, they have a day job and whatnot. It's kind of one of those things. We're like, all right, well, you know. Honestly, it's a pretty rad little game, considering that, like, you had other priorities at the time. Like, I can get down with that. The sub anomaly? But seeing as we're getting a little long in the tooth here, I'll just say this. Arksync is one of those games that does just about everything competently. It manages to excel in a few key areas, so over the couple of hours that I've spent with the game, I would personally say that the mechanics themselves are nothing that's going to blow you out of your chair. If you've played one Metroidvania roguelite, you've probably played them all. I'm of the opinion that Castlevania Symphony of the Night essentially mastered the entire genre, and after that, everything else is just kind of aping it. But nothing here with Arksync really fails to meet the mark either. In fact, several things I think exceed expectations. It's a game that wants you to thoroughly explore every map for collectibles and secrets so that you can get enough of them to unlock the next area for exploration, etc. Nothing here is really going to make you launch yourself out of your seat, and yet in today's modern world of dime store, rock bottom, sort of knockoff indie games, that's actually good enough to make it noticeable. The areas where it excels are near universally presentational, which makes a lot of sense given the creator's background. All of the sound effects, very punchy, they feel great. The music, it throbs, it's got a synthwave thing going on that I think is really good. I do think that when it comes to the soundtrack and the music and the sound effects, everything is exceptionally well selected. The game looks great, it explodes off the screen at you. It's very much kind of in the same spot that Hunt Down Overtime is in, where you're not going to see a whole lot of things that are new here, but it looks great and feels great, so you don't really notice while you're playing it. The controls are responsive, the characters are funny, the game does have some challenge to it, the opening sequence is enjoyable, and it really kind of explodes off the screen with style, despite the fact that at its core, it's not really throwing that many new ideas at you. It still feels satisfying to play. So I think that if you've been itching for a weird Metroidvania-style game that's set in a post-apocalyptic trash planet world, it's not a bad choice at all. I think it does just about everything at like a 7 or 8 out of 10 level. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, it was Arksync. Tomorrow it'll be something else. Thanks for hanging out with me. That's all I got for you, folks.